Hello, I'm coming to you from Morro de Sao Paulo, Brazil. So I've had the honor of spending the past 3 weeks on this beautiful island in Brazil. And it so happens to be carnival time, which is a very fiesta, big party time in Brazil, but still there's a solemn peace to the island. And I've had the honor of studying with a grand dance teacher here, and we go out into nature and we dance in the ocean, we dance on the rocks, we dance under the waterfall. And I can tell you that every day I'm being pushed out of my comfort zone. I'm confronting so many hard truths in myself. Being present with the elements is no lie. You have to confront many parts of yourself that you're not being honest with. So if you want to get honest with yourself, go out in nature, okay? And challenge yourself a little bit to be with the elements. Because I want to tell you a little story. And this is why I'm working with the obsidian stone. I had a moment when I was 18 years old where I was bleeding. I had my menstrual cycle for 4 months, okay? It didn't go away. And this first happened to me when I was 16 years old. Right after I started menstruating for the first time, my menstrual cycle didn't go away. But of course my mother brought me to a doctor. They gave me birth control pills, regulated hormones. I was controlled, it was normal, da-da-da-da. The second time this happened to me, for whatever reason, I decided when I was 18 years old, I'm not gonna take birth control pill. I'm not gonna put anything unnatural into my body. And I let myself suffer. I lost a lot of blood and became very weak, became confused with my life path. Although I always knew since I was a little girl, since I was like 4 years old, that I'm hearing the voice, I need to go to California. Whenever I heard the word California, I knew that I needed to go out there. I grew up in Boston, in Massachusetts, okay? And so I was 18 years old. I just returned from a trip to Europe. I was getting very weak. I was being told to go back to school and to get a job and to reground myself. And in my heart, I knew, I need to go to California. I felt it, but I didn't have any money. So one day I was just so collapsed inside myself, and I ran outside. I ran out of the door of my mother's house, ran down the street to the public reserve, ran into the forest, threw myself on the ground, and I started to pray to the Mother Earth. I cried, I fell apart, I asked for her assistance and her help. And I said, dear Mother Earth, I swear, if you just help me, if you just heal me in this moment, bring me some sense of peace. I promise to serve you for the rest of my life. I've promised to protect you and to serve you for the rest of my life. I just need your help right now, Mother Earth. And in that moment, I felt her respond. And the sensation and knowing that came into my body is that it's time to get up and go to California. I had $300 in my pocket. And in that moment when I made the choice to move to California, my menstrual cycle stopped. For the first time in 4.5 months, I stopped bleeding, okay? And I made my plans to go to California. I started to get onto ride shares, and I made it there with $300 in my pocket. From there, the story goes on and on and on, but I came across my life's work, and right now I have the privilege of being in Brazil to study dance, because my path is to empower women to feel alive and safe and strong in their bodies, and to empower them to overcome the negative cycles that are in their life. And so it's brought me all over the world to study with amazing healers. If I didn't have the pain that I came into the world with from my childhood, from my parents, from my own suffering, then I wouldn't have had a teacher inside of myself, the teacher being the pain, to drive me on such an intense path where I'm going around the world to seek different curanderas. I'm learning from the plants, from the greatest healers, from the most amazing yoga and dance teachers, how I can be in my body and be healthy and integrate this amazing connection that I have to spirit, to faith, to creator. So I'm here to share that with you today. Practice of owning your truth. So what does that mean to you? The practice of owning your truth, being real. tapping into all of the places in the subconscious that we hide ourselves from every day. So my prayer is for peace and healing, the waters. And I want to show you the grandmother stones here. They have so many minerals, so many colors. There's a place where we just get to put the clay over our body and receive the medicine of these ancestor stones here. So there's no hiding when you're in nature. There's only truth.